Hello, listeners. I am the narrator. Today's story takes place in the town of Devil's Lake, North Dakota, a small remote town in the middle of nowhere. The year is 1985. The date, August 19th. This tale will bring with it mysteries, intrigue, lies, hidden realities, and the blending of fact from mythos. Join our hunters as they seek out the truth and find those who are missing in today's story of Music Mayhem.
All right, everybody, you are in for a special treat. We are doing a Monster of the Week one shot. Welcome to that for the Halloween 2023 season. I am here, Skyler, if you forgot what my name is since last you listened to one of the episodes of any of our other shows. And the cool thing about today is I get to sit behind the player seat while Cameron, who you probably know from the Benders and Brews, he plays Bill Dorr, popular character there. One of four of our popular characters, I would say. And wow. He's going to be taking over the reins as it's not really a game master in this game. It's called the Keeper in Monster of the Week. So I'm actually just going to shut up and hand things off to him. And he's going to take things from here for this little session 0 we're doing for our campaign. Or one shot.
Yeah, hey, it's me, Cameron, the new keeper.
Hey.
We kicked Skyler out.
Yeah.
And brought him back in to play. Okay, so we're just going to start right now. Very simple. We're just going to have each person one at a time just give us a brief synopsis of their character, who they are, what they do, how old they are, all that stuff. So we'll start with Skyler.
Oh, man, I get to kick things off. All right. So I'll be playing Kendrick. Kenny, people call me Kenny, Whitlock, and I'm a kind of a big deal in town. You know, I solved this mystery when I was a kid where this dog got lost, and it was like the mayor's dog, so it was a pretty big deal, and he was freaking out, and the town was all up in an uproar, and sure enough, I was the one that was able to sleuth out where this dog was, and I've kind of been living off of that success ever since. I'm 28 now. And apparently some people around town think it's a bad look to wear the same exact detective's costume that I've been wearing since I was a kid. And my mom's been doing and grandma have been doing a great job just, sizing it up as I've grown. But sure enough, it is the very same. It's the very same one. But yeah, I'm a bit of a detective in town. Like I said, some people love me for it. Most people hate me for it. And, that's the basic gist of Kenny Whitlock.
Kenny Whitlock. All right. Next, we're going to move on over to Dave, who is a familiar face from Benders and Brews as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Cool, Han. So,
who
are you playing tonight?
You all see my face very much. Very often. Tonight, I'm going to be playing a guy by the name of Dennis Rogers. He's a suburban dad, with a bit of a family man. He enjoys bowling, metal detecting, and amateur videography and photography.
Very relatable to just me outside of the game.
I'm not playing Skyler.
So, any more to add about that? Fun-loving guy.
Oh yeah, I'm playing the class. I'm playing the hunter. I'm playing the Snoop, who's normally like kind of a blog person, vlogger or blogger, or a journalist or reporter. I'm playing a less serious version, who's just kind of a nosy neighbor a little bit.
That fits.
Fantastic.
The head over the hedge, if you will.
There you go. That works.
You're like the guy on Tim the Toolman.
Exactly.
That's what he's going for, actually.
Awesome. That's so great. I don't know if I mentioned, I was playing the Meddling Kid.
So we got the Meddling Kid.
Honestly, just name a Scooby-Doo character. That's the Meddling Kid.
Yeah, when they added that expansion, it's like an all-encompassing character.
Norville.
Yes. Eddie Norville, or what was it? Something Norville Rogers.
Not Norville.
Oinks, oinks.
Possibly related.
Oh, yeah, we'll get the relationships.
We'll get the
here,
relationships.
for sure.
We'll get there.
Yeah, that's
and
gonna
then
be fun.
last is a new voice to the podcast. It's Emily.
My wife. Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right, so I'm playing Bobby Eastwood, or Bob E for short. I'm playing the Crooked, and I just like to steal stuff, which isn't very far off.
Okay. Fun fact.
Things you learn after you marry somebody.
Yeah, so that's my bet. That's all I got.
That's all you got?
That's
We're gonna
all
tell the whole
I got.
backstory. We spent like a long time writing last night, but I feel like turned out really well.
Wait, is Bobby a girl or a boy?
Bobby is a girl,
Okay.
but, you get more respect with a man's name, so.
She, her.
She, her.
Bobby runs the local gang of
right.
3 members.
You get those interviews from the local ice cream parlor if you put Bob E on your
there you
resumes.
go.
Yeah.
They can't back out once they've already called me up.
That's
so.
right.
So-
Then they just have to deal with you in person.
So, well, okay. So, so how do you three? We briefly talked about it before we start recording. How do you three know each other?
Yeah, so like each one of our characters on our character sheet, they have sort of like a history section for those of you that are unfamiliar with Monster of the Week. That kind of outlines like some possibilities of how you might be able to know each other to kind of like help kick things off when you jump into things. I know, Cameron, you joked about, like in Dungeons & Dragons, the classic, you all meet in a tavern.
Yeah.
But with Monster of the Week, they want to kind of define those relationships a little bit more closely, if possible. Not saying that you can't start it off that way, but it definitely kind of helps to know your character or have your characters know each other from the get-go, especially when you're going to be hunting a monster together. So
That's true.
one of the things that mine mentioned was that somebody I'm related to is a cousin, aunt, or uncle or something like that. And when Dave was discussing his character, I got real intense uncle vibes from Denny. So I feel like it makes sense if Dave, you're cool with that, to have Kenny call Denny his uncle.
Well, how old is your character?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
My character is 44 years old.
That could work.
Could work.
I feel like that could work.
It's a younger
Or
brother
as old
type
as you
uncle.
need me to be.
You got a really old sibling. I mean,
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, one of our friend's nephews is
as old as everyone else. Is almost as.
Well, I was
old
gonna
as
say
him.
my nephew's older than me.
Oh,
One
yeah.
of them.
Robertson and Zach.
Yeah,
They're like 5 years apart.
exactly. And things like adoption and whoever else knows, they kind of throw a loop into the typical family setting. Not that there's anything wrong with that. So
Yeah.
Awesome. And then the only other one that I really had was it said school friends. I put Bobby, but I don't feel like we necessarily were friends, just like given the backstory I do know as Skyler from outside of that.
Does Bob... Wait, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, no, I was just going to say, so I just put down school acquaintances. We knew each other from school. Maybe we went to class or something together. So just kind of put that in there.
Would any of you guys play the sports ball?
Oh, man. I'm just going to tell
Like
you
bowling.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That changes everything.
I was like, I tried all sports, but
I would not be surprised if Kenny maybe played bowling, but he's really not into any other sports. Bowling, sure, because it's not like your typical sport.
Is that? How about Bobby?
my character has no physical talent, so no.
Yeah, but bowling, you can put up the bumpers and.
So go and play bowling.
Chess club.
Yeah. So I mean, if that helps you out,
Any connection?
yeah. Any
to
other
old
connections?
Denny? Or did you just know of him?
Oh, for me? For realsies?
Oh yeah, that's right. We had
we
a
had
really
one.
good one for you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that you picked out.
How does Bobby know Dennis?
I tried to steal something from him. I saw it in one of his videos.
Yeah, Dave, I think this is a perfect transition to tell us a bit about Denny and his hobbies.
Oh, yeah. So Denny remembers that day when this little whippersnapper, well, he didn't know what it was at first. He heard a noise coming from his backyard, some rummaging around in his storage shed.
Oh.
And he went back there and who was trying to pry the prized hood ornament off of his lawnmower? But Bob E. Trying to, what would it be? A very shiny rock. Possibly gold.
Oh.
Who knows?
Whoa!
And he just put it on his mower.
And he wrote about it in the paper and submitted it into his semi-regular article or feature called Denny's Digs, where Denny reports about his metal detecting finds. See, that's one of his big hobbies. He likes to do that on his breaks at the lumber mill. Well, he's already out in nature a bit, so he just sees what he can find.
That's amazing.
And he also records the whole thing, or tries to. Half the time, he doesn't get the record button quite right. There's a little bit of a trick to it. It's a new camera. We're working things out here.
For anybody that might be curious about what we're playing, and that would allow for a newspaper that does a weekly bit on somebody's metal detecting finds. We will get to that here in a moment when we talk about the setting of this campaign or this one shot. But real quick, Bob E., do you have any, or do you have a specific connection outside of what I already listed, or it could just be the same thing with Kenny? Based on what's school acquaintances works both ways. So.
That's fine. I mean, yeah, if you acquainted me, I acquainted you.
All right, fair enough. We've been
Who acquainted the other more?
Yeah,
that's what I want to know here.
I kicked your backpack in the hallway once or twice.
One of those acquaintances.
I was just gonna ask. I was
familiar.
gonna say, what was our relationship at the school? But I think that answers plenty. I think there's probably a two-way street of Kenny saying, man, I don't like Bobby. She's always kicking my bags.
Well, if Kenny's any similar to Skyler,
Oh,
who
gosh.
take their backpack all the time, is probably a fast friend now at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
we haven't
Kenny's
gotten
life.
there yet. We haven't gotten there
Okay.
yet. It probably happens
We'll be fine.
during this.
Oh, the
During this,
redemption story arc.
There we go.
Setting that up.
Well, I mean, yeah, the crooked being a hero is already set up for the natural redemption story.
once
so-
before.
But I think for the most part, that's everything to set up your guys' characters, how you guys know each other. Other than that, it's just the world that we're going to be in. I'm going to quick establish it here since it's session 0. But this all takes place in a little town in North Dakota called Devil Lake. It's a very small town, about 7,000 people. It's a real place, mind you.
Oh,
so
right on.
that's pretty cool.
If you're listening from Devil's Lake.
But before anyone's like, oh, cool, real place, did he look it up and find out fun places there? No, I did not. I just liked the name, saw the population, and said, perfect. Small town, but big enough that it has some size.
Sure.
Would have some local stuff to it, like a local newspaper, blah, 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 right? It's also like the 6th biggest city in North Dakota, which isn't a big bragging point considering it's North Dakota. But, that's where we're going to be in for this world. We're going to drop all our characters in. I don't know where we're going to start, you guys. We'll figure that out. But now we all know how you guys know each other.
You're not going to drop us in the lake?
The Devil's Lake?
Not this time. Not
okay.
this time, okay? But yeah, we'll just drop you guys right
cold
in.
up there in North Dakota.
The high school football game.
Man, not this again.
But yeah, other than that, we will then. This is the end of session 0. We will see you guys in the first episode.
Well, it seems you managed to survive this episode of Hunter's Haven Music Mayhem. Congratulations. We hope you enjoyed this tantalizingly terrifying one-shot series as we at Session 0 Heroes play through a game of Monster of the Week, led by Keeper Cameron Hoogendyk. We want to thank you for stopping by and hope that you'll continue to support us and our channel by checking out some of our other shows where we play other tabletop role-playing games, such as our Benders and Brews show, where we jump into the world of Avatar: The Last Airbender using the Avatar Legends system. Or follow us on social media such as Facebook, X, Instagram, and Discord so you don't miss out on our upcoming Dungeons & Dragons series, Criminals of Isla Numis. I'd like to say a quick thank you and shout out to the incredibly talented Simon Jones, who created the music for this series, which you're hearing right now, as well as during the intro. If you'd like to get your own custom music, you can check out Simon Jones Music on Fiverr to hire Simon to create the perfect music for your project. Of course, be sure to like, follow, or subscribe to Session Zero Heroes on whatever podcast streaming site you prefer, whether that be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and everywhere else podcasts can be found. Or check out our website at sessionzeroheroes.com. We hope our episode today gave you the spooky vibes that you're looking for this Halloween season. Scare you next time.